Hello everyone, I'm Emilia Maru. I'm a Hungarian painter who lives at present close to Bologna, in Italy. I'm transgender, heterosexual woman, and I have been thinking nowadays when I don't have to say that, when I don't have to introduce myself like transgender, I could say simple, I'm a woman. Well, and I was wondering if ever I will be fully accepted like woman by men. I know this topic makes pretty much debate, and definitions are geographically and by nation and even by place is different. I made in the past a few search about definitions because when I contact with people, I try to define myself as much as possible to understand for the others. And yeah, ignorance is huge. And also the topic is pretty unknown even for transgenders or LGBT members. I don't want to go on because really it can be a danger. For example, I was wondering, radical feminists are not accept transgenders like women, and I saw a really great podcast in Hungary where a radical, really intellectual and super girl who is a radical feminist uh, ignored that announcement. She is transphobic, but actually she has said, yeah, transgender women are not women, they are men and they should accept that. So after this statement, I simply couldn't understand why she's saying, okay, that's her opinion, so everybody has their rights. But why she said she is not transphobic? Because after that I searched on the internet, actually what does it mean, the word transphobic? And exactly that, when somebody cannot accept a transgender woman or transgender man, is the opposite sex like has born. So, and she has just said that. But let's say about my personal circumstances right now, because I have told before, in Südtirol, my previous place of living, I had many problems to be transgender because they just couldn't handle it. It was not because the AI was transphobic, it was simply which they couldn't imagine even. So yeah, education, society, cultural background. Here in close to Bologna, of course, the situation is absolutely different, and I'm absolutely feel much better. But still, many times I meet with the problem when I'm trying to meet with someone. I do usually online. I mix my first contact online. I'm not a fan of it, but traditional ways for me, in my opinion, is not a possibility because of safety reason. Many times happen, mostly if I'm going to Bologna. When I'm going on my way, I do my shopping, I do the school or anything. I accidentally met with men who has great interest in me and try to get the contact. I mean, they start to talk to me and they try to get the attention and they do it really gentle, so it's not a problem. But I know because they show interest for me like a woman, it's many times happen when actually I pop up the situation with me it's a little bit different, then they get panic, even here. they didn't get aggressive or anything, so they are really well educated men. But yeah, they run away in a second, and it's not has chance after that to get in touch if maybe they change their mind because we didn't achieve that situation to change a contact. Which in a way it's advantage, and on the other hand, maybe when they talked it through and think on me and change their mind, as done. I mean, Bologna is not really a huge city, but it's around 400,000 people run around. So the chance to meet actually again by accident, it's, I think, is low. Not mention if somebody not living in the city like me. So yeah, that's why I'm doing usually still online. Not a fan, but I write down there's the profile setting and so on, so they have the chance to know it in the first sight. Still happened many times they have not read, and maybe they got panic after the first few talk because nearly the third or fourth question of mine one usually have you read? But there's the chance they can check again my profile if they not block me, but even later. That is much more easy to find someone. And back, I mean. So I do that, and still the usual questions. Maybe you have seen my video about dating advices. I really like the questions about when you realize you are a woman or when you decide to change. Have you had your operation? And I don't say the more typical question about my sexuality. Then I get this one, and I realize they cannot accept the fact I'm a woman. And they maybe accept the fact I look like a woman or behave like a woman, but mostly because I've had not operation, the medical surgeon preparation to be a woman, but I'm sorry, that's not made me woman. And yeah, and then it's just my document, so let's talk about something more private. Maybe somebody interested. I have a real great relation with one guy, for a long time. He has been accompanying me for a really hard period, and nearly from the beginning of the transition, but surely when we get after the shock of COVID situation, which find me in the worst time ever because I was just starting my road with the hormones. And he's great. He's everything which I wish for, and of course I develop feelings, and I sometimes had the feelings, small things, nothing special. He's not a man of talking emotions. He has the same. And then I found out, because in the meantime we became only friends. The beginning he was really resist on the topic to be physical. For me it was really hard in that time because I had no idea what's going on, no information, nothing, so I was not an easy partner in any way. I was crying all the time, nothing worked, so. And when I started to know myself, and I really wanted, to be a real partner, not only friends, or let's be together this weekend. I realized we start to be really friends. From the first sight, I already told him, "I'm sorry, I don't want to be your friend. For me, it's not possible to only be friend because I know I have much more." And I told him after a year knowing each other, after more than 10 months I have known I'm in love. I told him, but and he didn't run away. It was really surprised. I thought I'm saying that's done. No, it didn't happen, but the physical part, that's done. I mean, it's definitely stopped. No more anything. I am in a situation. I was searching for answer, of course. Who have seen my videos knows I'm just curious why happening things. Like there's an exact answer, no. Still I do all the time. So I try to find out and with my psychologist and with everyone I was talking about because it was for me really hard to see, never mind how I tried, which kind of strategy I'm making to be more attractive and more seen by physically woman and whatever. And then my physiologist, who actually I guess pretty just makes a confirmation of my own opinion, said, yeah, the problem he's in love too. Because men, and never mind sexuality, are not pansexual. So until it's for fun and it's for weekend and for friendship, I mean friendship with other parts, with extras, it's fine. But when it comes emotion in, it's really important what I have between my legs. That's terrible, but it's like this. And I thought, oh my god, I'm sorry, but I'm not better with 1 inch because I'm find really attractive transgender men, I must say. But personally, I cannot imagine, and who knows in the future, but at present I cannot imagine if they are not operated, and I know the operation for them is much harder and much more complicated and a longer process. Not mention the varieties because there are many, but none of them really sounds good for me, mostly because I have fear from hospital, so you can imagine. But I cannot imagine, even if I really like someone, to be sexual with them. Only because of that. And that was the first time when I was thinking, oh my god, I need operation to be accepted, to be a woman if I want a normal heterosexual relation. But yeah, the previous week I have told finally I had one heterosexual relation without operation, so I think because my opinion not that makes me woman at the present, I'm again hesitating and I have time, I must say. I'm not like the one who cannot wait, to be completed by surgery, because I feel complete first. Sorry. And I have my documents with the great problem which in North America not exists this problem. I cannot change the gender, so never mind how much I have done, I will be man official. And for example, now when I'm applying for an exhibition, it's a kind of interesting because my art was about my transgender view, and in the past I was a man, with the aquam there, and now on my pictures I was a woman. And and then they will met me, they see a woman, and they will not think anything else. But then, I must say, I'm that person who is on the documents are not even a pixel looks like me. Well, so, and I talked, okay, I'm not sure about surgery, but one thing I'm quite sure I don't want to be completely like a woman or as much as possible to be close and with male documents. It's just not once because that even makes more complicated everything. I mean, no, it's complicated. I don't want to to make it harder for myself. So yeah, uh, so when I became a woman, and that was for me strange because I always had the feeling, and it's never changed by time. For him, I was from the beginning a woman. I had still mustache, I still didn't have really a figure, I still had problem with many things, and I was a woman for him, and even him can't accept me like a partner and cannot really accept deep inside I'm a complete woman. I don't think he thinks on this for a second because it's really how I call woman talk. It's really about emotions, and so on. And most of the men, which I know they have, but they don't like to talk about it because they think it's useless. And with him, when I'm talking about this, because of course I can't stand to not do, then I'm doing to make it simple to tell him, yes, I have a right view on the topic or I have a wrong view. When I have a wrong view, he say I'm silly, I'm talking silly. And when I have right, he said, yeah, you may think on right. And then I have the confirmation which I need. But of course I have to tell this not like now, but think which words I use carefully to make it possible to answer for him. Because of course he has a really abstract mind and he's a man of the number, so not easy to 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 see in this way the world like I do. And then I was thinking and I told to my uncle, yeah, I'm talking with my uncle even about this. But I should waiting about others. I mean, with him, I feel a really special situation which hardly can find anyone. What should I wait for others who are not even have really the interest to know me and spend with me that much time and do programs that much? And he said, the first time in my life I see something bad. So that's my family. But I must say, I agree, unfortunately, with that kind of announcement which I did. And yeah, but it's fine. I think, and most of the people will not agree with me, the best way to keep going on, try to find a moment which makes me happy. If I'm always thinking, oh, I cannot have this, I cannot have that, and this can be anything, emotion, partner, or clothes, or place, or work, then it's I will be a sad person, and that's not my target. So I don't say I'm not sad because it's not true. No, sometimes I'm pretty sad, and then I say that's the time which I take to let it away. I think it's natural. If I would like to be always happy and something, it makes a huge stress for my body and for my mental health. So no, I let myself to be sad too. But basically, I think I'm in a good balance. which I think is the best which we can have. So yeah, I try to figure it out, how it's work right now. And if it's work, I'm happy. I'm in imbalance. At the moment, I have no idea what to go for. It's still pretty fresh to be single again completely. And yeah, have been with my friends, but I am WhatsApp via friend, which pretty hard, I must say. But yeah, we are friends, and I try to date. What can I do? And yeah, and then it's these things with when I will be really a woman. Yeah, I have no idea. I think I am a woman. I'm quite sure. I had a lifetime to figure it out. Other ones maximum a short period of time, so I don't really worry about them. But sometimes it would be nice to be accepted. The fact which I have figured it out for 43 years, they accept the fact maybe I'm intelligent enough to go out on the topic and makes the right decision to define myself. Well, we care what the other one thinks, but let's hope it not makes us unhappy. The next time I have no idea what I will talking about, but I will apply soon. I don't say not doesn't happening things with me, but the question what could interest you, and that's a hard question. So if you like this video, thumbs up, makes a comment, maybe some idea what you are thinking about, and maybe you are interested in my opinion about that, but I'm not quite sure. And see you soon. Bye bye.